Yes, that's my serious voice.
That's your serious voice. All righty.
Uh,
Well, if you, are you ready? We're recording. You
just
ready
one
to go?
second. The streaming is setting up.
All right.
I just have to let it go. Okay, we're good.
All righty. Okay, well, it is 7 o'clock. I'd like to call to order a regular meeting of the Brookfield Inland Wetlands Commission. Today is Monday, the 26th of July, 2021. My name is Sharon Fox. I act as the chair of the commission. With me here this evening is Mr. Michael Neustadt, who is our vice chairman. Where'd you go? Oh, Bob Hutteman, not Rob Hutteman, but Bob Hutteman, who is the commission secretary. And Dave Frankel, whom I make note, the selectman has moved from being an alternate member to a regular member.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I just have to ask Dave, did you get a chance to do your
Yes.
ceremony
Yep.
again?
I was sworn in. Yep, and I filled out the form for whatever it was. Yeah, I did that last week.
Okay, great. So you are now all official. So all four of us will be voting members this evening. Also with us is Alice Dew, who is playing two roles tonight. First as the Wetlands Enforcement Officer, and she's also manipulating the technology for us and recording the meeting. So, so I think that's that. Let's see. So let's move on to wetlands enforcement.
All right, I haven't had any changes in any of the three issues that we have there. I did send an email to Ari and I'm waiting to hear back from him. I was thinking perhaps you would like me to ask him for a timeline.
The only thing that I would ask is, if he plans to do work there, to put the driveway in or anything that he plans to do for the, for that wetlands creation that he was going to do. I think just let us know before that happens. I mean, or if he's got a timeline, if he's got any kind of timeline for that. I think he had to put silt fence in, so we'd probably have to advise you. I mean, I'm sensitive to the fact that that's a big project to take out contaminated soil. They just had a program on Channel 8 today. We were watching it. They had some contamination area down in New Haven. It took them years to get that dirt out of there. I don't know, how it compares, but this is a big project. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of, if he could just give us an update, on, what his call you, or just give us some thinking, that would be great. I am kind of interested in anything that might happen with the development, for his approved plan, but I think it's hard to ask for a timeline because there's a lot of unknowns there.
Okay, well, I know he's working on the road right now, but it's not anywhere near the wetlands.
Right. Okay. Well, fair enough. I mean, it's all anything that would be in the, in the upland review area.
Yeah. Okay. I will talk to him about that.
I think I said, I just, there's, I know he's been trying to get it out. It's not easy to find people to do this. It is not an easy project. So again, like I said, I think the town is going to be better off. The river is going to be better off when he gets that soil out of there, but I don't mean to minimize I don't think it's a simple project, I guess.
True. Okay.
And again, I think if he could just, if he's planning to do the work, the wetland, in the upland review area or the wetlands creation, again, there's silt fence. If anything he can tell us about that would be useful, so we can start to put that on our radar here.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know how everybody feels about that, but that's, I don't want to force him to make some, write down something when there's still so many unknowns about getting that soil out of there.
I would agree with that.
You, Sharon.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I said, I think everybody's got to be grateful that he's working on it and he's going to make it. All the confidence in the world, he's going to make it happen if, as the business permits. So. Anything else on enforcement? Again, so inspection reports next summer sometime. We would anticipate getting something from the school. And then we've got the 731. This is the Cynthia Rabinowitz and you guys went out to take a look at 731 after that huge, what, 4-inch rainstorm we had, right?
Yeah, luckily nothing made it to the Still River, and there were a couple of places that had a lot more water than they anticipated, but the lot is very flat. It's got a couple of drainage locations that have pipes from underneath Route 7. And the drainage from there is, well, you guys saw them on the plans. Those are going to be remediated. But in the meantime, Cynthia and I talked with Doug Verdi, who is the general contractor, and they did everything that we had asked, and it held beautifully for that first storm. She went back a second time and found a few things that need tweaking.
Yeah,
And
this
I
at
went back,
the silt socks
I went
is
back today.
breaking
They
in some
had
places, right?
repaired everything except at the southern end drainage. There's a little spot that had a breakthrough in their temporary detention basin. So she had asked them to fix it, and I asked them when, and they said they'd do it tomorrow.
Okay. All right, and I know you will stay with them. So, all right, yeah, that was quite a huge rainstorm. Okay, well, that's great. Well, again, let's Cynthia know how much we appreciate, her getting out there, making herself available, and then getting the reports in place for us. So big thanks to her.
I will.
All righty. So anybody have anything for Alice? Anything that you've seen around town or any questions about anything?
Michael had already said
No.
to me, I don't know if you heard it, about he saw a pump over near the quarry housing.
Oh, I have heard that. Yeah.
So I'm going to talk to them and see what it's doing there. I don't know if it's temporary for fire or what the purpose is.
I don't think so. It came and went away. And I don't know what it has to do with fire, but I see what you're saying. The fire department may be testing it.
Yeah, but I'll find out.
Yeah, can't even tell if they're pumping into the brook or pumping out.
Okay. I will look into it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. And anything else, Bob, Dave?
Work is progressing on Candlewood Lake Road. They're laying pipes, and that's going on. I think I mentioned it at the last meeting.
I think you talked something about the construction on the Candlewood Lake Road.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's going up to the school, new
Do it.
Candlewood Lake School.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, keep an eye on it because there's a lot of wetlands there that run along that road. So keep an eye on it as you drive up and down it.
Yeah, they seem to be laying pipes on the north side, going north.
Mhm.
And the wetlands are, I think, more or less on the South Lane side, the other side of the road.
Yeah, they're on the west side.
Yeah, and right now it's Aquarian doing their work, and then the sewer line will come later.
So just be on the lookout just in case something unexpected happens and we see silt flowing into the wetlands there. So not that we would expect that, but
Yeah, I think it's quite a ways.
be unexpected. All right. Well,
Yeah,
thanks.
they do. It's a long project. It's probably going to be going on for weeks or months.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that update.
Sure.
Okay, now on to old business. We've got 30 Arrowhead Road. This was the in-ground pool. I don't see anybody on
No, I don't think so.
participants list.
They sent in a revised application and updated construction sequence.
Yeah, is there something tricky about why some of these don't get, some of these things get left as blank? Is there, or is that just what we have to
I
put
think
up
if there's
with?
nothing there, rather than putting NA or 0, they just leave it blank.
Okay.
I'm looking at the map or the drawing they sent, which appears to be an older drawing, I just want to look at the date on it. From 19. And inside of the silt fence areas where the pool and the fence and they seem to put everything they want to do in there. But there are a couple of other things that say proposed, let's see, let me read it. Outside of the silt fence, proposed terrace and another pea stone terrace. Now, are these things that were done already from an earlier approval? Do you see what I'm talking about? Or are
Yeah.
these new things they want to do? Because they're
Let me
not
take-
listed in the application.
I'll take a quick look at the map. Let's see.
I'm just reading the
might-
minutes. I said the
It might
description.
show up
for-
on the GIS, the satellite version.
So I know we talked to them last meeting and asked them to put everything they want to do on the map, including the retaining wall, the fence, the backfill location, and they did.
That's towards the lake.
Yeah, and this was trying to get it all on one plan, right, Michael?
Yeah, and they seem to have done that. But there are some things there that I don't know if it's existing or something they got permission to do on an earlier application.
I don't see anything that they've done yet as of 2019 by the satellite imagery. And those two things they would have to get first. Well, where's the 440? Let's see.
So I would assume that they got permission from someone to do, must have been us back in 2019.
I don't have any recollection of it back then. I don't have any. I knew the form.
But do you see what I'm talking about? Those three, or the two, no, three areas, or two big trees and two
Sitting areas, yeah.
pea stone areas.
You could always approve it without those. I don't know. I haven't talked to them, so I don't know what those are.
And their silt fence seems to go directly through one of those areas
Right.
or across it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Also, I can't really tell where the 440 is on that map that he did. It looks like the 440 is very close to the house.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted, you could probably approve it without those areas and ask them to modify if they want to do those in the future.
I was looking two places, Michael, when you were talking about it. I'm looking at the application. The application says the pool, a retaining wall, and a fence around the pool. That's what's on the application. So,
Correct. And that's all drawn in.
yep, I saw that. So what did
Have
you
you
pick
looked
up
at
on
the-
that?
Look at the map, which is the last item. The estimated pool area plans showing excavation. It's the last item on the list, if you open that up.
Yeah, so I'm looking at that. The one, I see that. It's got the house in green, right? The house up footprint in green
Mhm.
and the blue pool. And it talks about the pool equipment, no backwash.
Look- Yeah, look, and then look to the right of that and you'll see 4 circles. 2 of them are pea stone sitting areas and 2 of them are trees and
Oh, there we go.
planters,
Yep.
which I don't know if it says on the map, proposed. And then there's a big area laid out for a volleyball, but that doesn't need a permit. They're just saying playing
Right.
volleyball on the grass.
Okay, well, I think Alice has got a good idea. We can approve it and we can,
Yeah.
specifically
Oh,
note,
actually, there's more. There's a proposed 5-foot wide pea gravel path with stone steps as required.
right? Well, we can carve them out.
Sure.
We can carve them up, say the only thing that we are approving is what is on the application. We can make note that the map has other information on it, other proposals, and those are specifically not, anything besides, we would probably say it that way, anything besides the pool fence, and the retaining wall are not included. We could do it that way.
Mhm.
We can even put in the motion, you can make note that, even in the motion, making note that the plan that we intend to approve has other information on it that are, other items that are not being considered. This is specifically for the 3 things noted in the application. We can do it that way.
You might want to include equipment too. They must have equipment there somewhere.
Yeah, I see the equipment in the lower black there, the pool equipment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, does this have a received by date on it, or?
Yeah,
It
because the
doesn't
date
have-
on it obviously predates the hand drawn.
Well, then maybe we could, in what we're going to approve, we could make note that it was revised, it was received. Do we even know that? Do we even know that? We don't know that when it got here, do we? I don't know why she says revised July 13th. I don't know why she says that.
That's for the application. The estimated pool area, the last drawing, it just says updated, probably because they didn't put a date on it.
Yeah. Does it have an updated on it? Well, we could maybe even verbally describe it. We can verbally describe it, and then when I come to sign it, maybe hopefully next week,
Okay. Yeah,
I can.
the drawing's been done sometime between the last meeting and this meeting.
Yeah. Well, we can make note, here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. How about this? We haven't done this, but why wouldn't this work? We could revise, we could approve the plan that is described in a file known to the town of Brookfield as 30 Arrowhead Road, W21-23 application revised 7.13.21. We could do that. We can identify the file name specifically because that's known to us.
We have to do all 4 files that are here. There's a construction sequence.
No, I think we can incorporate,
Okay.
incorporate the construction sequence, but I'm just looking for a technique to identify that the plan that we are approving, normally, again, we go looking for something that's on the piece of paper. Well, that's fine, but we don't have anything here. What we have is a file name, which is just as good.
No, that's fine. I think you're right, though. We need to specifically exclude the other items that are drawn on the file as proposed.
Well, you could, but then if you risk of, if you specifically include something, what if you miss something? You didn't approve it and you didn't exclude it. I think it could be problematic to try and identify the things, or you could say to include items which would, or you could say, I guess you could say that you could just say that some of the items on the plan are not approved. You could do it that way, I guess. Definitely do it that way.
Yeah, or just other proposed items on the plan.
You want to take a stab at it, Michael? Anybody, or Bob or Dave?
No.
Mike is great at it.
Michael's great at it.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve, I thought I was, 30 Arrowhead Road, item number W-21-23 for an in-ground pool as shown on a preliminary site plan by CCA dated 9/11/19, thank you. To include approval of the following items: a retaining wall, an area for backfill, the pool itself, the placement of the pool equipment, a path for equipment to come in and do the work, all within the all shown in a hand drawing on the plan, specifically to exclude any other items that are shown on the original drawing as proposed. Is there anything I forgot?
Yeah, with all the
For
usual.
usual
Well,
stipulations.
I know I was going to do that. I was just
Yeah, no,
wondering
I
if there's
think-
any other item. All right, to include all the usual stipulations.
To be effective.
And to be effective 1 day after publication.
I'll second that.
All right, thank you, Bob. I think
Mhm.
I think that'll work. I think that'll work. All right, any discussion on the motion? All right, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Any opposed? Any abstention, any abstentions? All right, motion for 30 Arrowhead passes unanimous. All right, we've got follow-up on the paperwork for Laurel Hill. Let's look at that one. Is this the pool? Which one is this one?
That's for the
I mean, the
large
pond?
project. The apartments.
Oh, the apartment.
This was the modification that they just left a lot of the things blank because they couldn't figure out whether we wanted everything or just what they were changing. Isn't this the one where they're
That's what I'm trying
they're
to
taking out
remember.
a building with condos in it and just adding a clubhouse?
Yes.
Right.
And it was just confusing as to whether they should use the numbers for just the clubhouse or for the whole project, because it's a modification to an entire project.
Right.
So they seem to, in red, have added modifications to the existing permit.
Right.
So the site data is only for the modification,
Correct.
which makes sense to me.
Yeah, which makes sense to me. I think we could have gone either way, but this is totally, this either is fine, which as long as it's described, which they've done.
Mhm.
I don't think there was anything else. I'm just looking at the minutes here real quick.
Everybody still there?
Yeah, we're just
Oh.
We're
refreshing
thinking
our memory.
quietly.
Thinking, okay.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't see anything, I don't remember anything else. Nothing has got included in the minutes. I think this works, so I think it's a matter of accepting.
Yeah, I don't think you have to
Or
make a different
not,
motion.
excuse me, not accepting, it's approving the modification. Sorry about that.
Mhm.
The follow-up paperwork threw me here. I'm going, what follow-up paperwork?
Well, you already approved the.
Yeah,
stipulation. They
Yeah,
provide
it
that,
isn't as
so-
much, yeah, it isn't as much follow-up paperwork. That's kind of threw me, I have to say. I don't remember ever seeing that. It's
No.
just really just a modification to an existing permit and it's just updated documents.
Okay, we'll call it updated documents.
Yeah.
Okay. And those are accepted, we'll say.
Yeah, yeah, now, where is I'm looking at the application. Do we have the plan here real quick?
She
I
didn't
want to probably
include it
approve a plan.
because it was already approved, but hold on one second, I have to get the lights again. It would be on the last,
Yeah, it's on the
meeting.
last one.
yeah.
Which is not here handy for us.
No, if you go through the town website, you can get there.
All right, I sort of hate to approve a modification without the name of the plan.
I can get that for you in 1 second here.
Okay.
1923 application. They provided quite a few documents. There's the post-development drainage area. Let's see, plan. Okay, I think I've got it here. 1 second. I've got to, it's got to open it up. Okay, so it looks like it.
Let's do this. I mean, let's do this. I mean, this is a big project to try and keep all these documents straight and make sure you add everything to the agenda. Let's just leave it on there. Let's just continue this. And then let's just make sure we can get the right plan,
Okay,
you know, for us to take a look at. I mean, we certainly want to be speedy with things, but everybody has to be patient sometimes. You know, if we were right there at town hall, we just open the folder and there it is. You know, but we don't have that very easily here. So,
yeah, actually, I can tell you what it is if you still want to do it.
oh, okay. Well, if it's handy, so how do we? Well,
This would be called Brookfield Phase 3 Plan, prepared by CCA, dated 5/5/21 and revised 6/18/21.
five 21. I didn't get all that.
Yeah, it's from CCA dated 5/5/2021,
Yeah.
revised 6/18/2021.
All right. Michael, anybody want to make the motion? Otherwise, Michael, we can flip flop here.
Yeah, go ahead,
Okay.
Sharon.
All right, I'll make Dave, you want to try it or?
No, it's tough. I'm just on the phone, so I can't see it. So
Okay. All right, I'll make a motion then to approve the application at 101, 103, 105 Laurel Hill Road. It's activity number W-21-24, which is the modification to a modification to an existing permit, which the modification has no disturbed wetland areas and no disturbed linear feet of water courses on it in the modification, and there's nothing in the upland review area. So the modification is just to have one single set of plans, and the plans that we are approving were developed by CCA with an original date of May 5th, 2021, with a last revised date of 6/18/21. Again, to be effective the first day after publication. Have a second?
I'll second.
All right, thank you, Dave. Did I get everything?
Usual stipulations.
Oh, and well, the usual stipulations.
Yeah.
All right, any other discussion on the motion? All right, all those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, motion carries unanimous. Okay, next we have is 128 Federal Road. This is the commercial retail drive-in. I think Michelle, you're here with us, right? Michelle McCauley?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here.
So I think we had asked for the landscaping plans, I think, to be. Is that right? To be
There
sort
was
of
two
cleaned
things
up?
you asked for. There was, you wanted the note to be put on the, like, the grading and utility plan that the contractor wouldn't disturb the wetland area for the installation of the wall and the silt fence.
All
So I
right.
added that note on the grading and utility plan, and as well as the sediment erosion control plan. And then on the landscape plans, we added a note that the invasive species should be monitored with inspections and maintenance for a 5-year period. Those were the two things you asked for with the stipulations. You want me to show you on the plan? Okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to get over to champs.com. It didn't let me go there this time, so.
Let me share with you, Michelle. There you go.
Let me get it 1 second. Back to here. Share screen. I want to share this. Share. Okay. So this is the grading and utility plan.
Yeah,
So I added a note right here.
yep.
It says contractor shall ensure that all activities regarding the construction of the concrete retaining wall and the installation of the silt fence shall not extend beyond the location of the silt fence as shown on the most recent sediment and erosion control plan. And I added it on the erosion control plan as well.
Okay, great. Thank
And
you.
then on Abigail's plans, the landscaping plans, she added a note. I can't see it. Hold on, I gotta move you guys. Hold on. Over here, that says invasive species monitoring, inspections, and maintenance required for a 5-year period. And she put it on both sheets, on the other sheet as well. You see it there, Sharon?
I don't particularly, I see the squares at the top. I am
Can you
thinking,
see?
I mean, I think we can deal with it. I think what I was trying to convey is, I mean, I'm assuming you guys, they will always take care of this area. I was just interested in a report for 5 years.
Okay, because
So I think we can handle that here with a stipulation, but that's what I was trying to, I mean, I'm assuming they want to always have the landscaping, be what it is
yeah,
here, but it was just a report for us.
okay.
That's what I want. That's what I wanted for 5 years.
I was gonna have her do it, and then I read what you guys said, and I was like, it doesn't say a report, so that's why we just add the way the
again,
note
maybe
was.
Yeah, maybe I mean, I could have been a little bit more clear, but that's what we're after, just some reports. I think you guys want to continue to maintain this thing, for, in perpetuity. So.
Okay. Yeah, I would,
So
you could just make it.
We'll just amend that. We'll just amend that it's reports for 5 years and the, that the maintenance plan will always be in effect.
Okay.
Okay. So sorry if I wasn't clear.
No, that's okay. Do I need to submit anything else, or it's just, it'll be a stipulation as part of the permit?
I think
Okay.
it'll be a stipulation. You have to redo that.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No. I was thinking back. I said, I'm sure that's what I meant. I mean, nobody would want to have a plan and then just forget about it in the 6th year. So, but I admit I may not have been as clear as I could have been.
Okay.
All righty. Michael, you want to try it? Do you want me try this one again since I confused it?
No, that's all right. Go.
All right.
Where are we? No, go ahead.
All right.
You've got it in
I'll
your
make a
head right
motion
now.
then, after consideration, to approve the, to accept, it's really to accept the, stipulations, right?
They accept this, the revisions.
Yeah, the
to satisfy
revision.
the stipulations.
That satisfy the stipulations. There we go. I'll make a motion then to accept the following plans, which are which are there to satisfy the stipulations on the original condition of approval. And those plans that we are approving today are the planting plans prepared by A2 Land Consulting dated March 14th, revised July 20th, 2021, and also the plan prepared by Artel for dated February 22nd, 2021, revised 7/20/21, with making note that the maintenance schedule will require a report to the town of Brookfield for 5 years, but the understanding is that the property owner will always maintain the landscaping. And I don't think
Just
we
a
need an
minor
effective
thing.
date. I don't think we need an effective date, and I don't think we need the usual stipulations. So I think
Here,
that's
just
the
a
motion.
minor thing of your motion, you said the revised on 7/20/21, it's 7/21/21.
All right.
7/21/2021.
7/21/21.
But
All
it-
right.
cor-
So
correct.
thank you, Michael, for correcting my reading there. So I
it's a
think
toughie.
that's it. We've got the two
Yeah.
plans. I've got the fact that it's reporting for 5 years, maintenance for in perpetuity. I think that's it. Again, no stipulations, no effective date.
I'll second it.
All right, Bob, I heard Bob seconded that. Okay, any other discussion on the motion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, motion carries unanimous. All right, thanks, Michelle.
You're welcome.
All right, so
Good
now,
luck, Michelle.
Oh, thank you.
all righty, so now on to 45 Obtuse Rocks Road. I know, Michelle, you're here for that one as well.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So I had a chance to go through most of it. There's a lot here.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to take a little bit of time, but the one question that I have, if my memory serves me correct,
Yep.
so I'm open, I'm interested in I said, I'm thinking about specifically that wetlands crossing. I think the motion said a stamped plan. I see you got words in your letter.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a stamped plan that shows exactly how far down they think they're going to have to go and the construction sequence. I'm interested in a stamped plan. I appreciate you got your opinion in the letter, but that's what I remember in the motion, a stamped plan.
So just in the plan set that I gave you,
Okay.
I added a sheet to that plan set, which is the last sheet. I think it's sheet 9.
All right. Maybe I didn't see that.
Yeah, so it was called like driveway sections, and one
Okay.
of them is the wetland crossing, which is section BB, which shows, basically the limit of disturbance. It shows the silt fence. It shows the excavation. It kind of addressed all of the details that you were looking for.
Okay. Is it stamped with your stamp or a PE stamp?
It's stamped with Dynasys. Like the hard copies, obviously, at the town are stamped.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that again, when I was going through it, that's why I saw your note about your opinion, and I said, I think, because I want a stamp plan. So I think, so we'll take a look at that, but I know we want to be responsive too. So Alice, on that particular item, we were interested in a peer review on that, on Dynasys stamped plan for the wetlands crossing to be paid for by the applicant.
So you,
Can we
what
find
exactly do
someone
you want
to look at that for us?
to just review the whole plan?
Yep. Well, specifically, I think all I asked for
It's
in
just the wetland crossing.
just the wetlands crossing.
Oh, okay.
So it would be that.
Excuse me, Michelle, could you tell me again where you spoke about page 9, but I'm only seeing 8 pages in what I'm looking at. Site
Oh,
plan.
so, well, I'm sorry. It's the last, in the PDF, it's actually sheet 8, but
Okay.
if you look at the bottom, it's sheet 9, of the plan set.
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry about that.
Right. So I don't think we don't need a stamped peer review, Alice. We just need, just a professional engineer's review of that. We don't have to pay, they don't have to pay for a stamped version of it.
Professional engineer, okay.
Yeah.
Now, I do have a question about it because this is what I was looking at earlier.
Mhm.
And this is probably mostly my not understanding these very technical drawings.
Sure.
But what appears to be the crossings, the culvert. Wasn't there some discussion that this was somehow going to be an open culvert, or
Right.
is this just a large pipe?
So it's
What
going
is it?
to be a large pipe, but in the large pipe, we're going to have it so there's a natural bottom. So basically, you'll put it in, install it, and then you fill the bottom foot of it back with the natural soil, soil, stone, so that it kind of just it looks natural. It's natural for animals to go through. It's not
Okay.
just a pipe.
And I was in my mind, and I was throwing with sort of an upside down U-shaped culvert that would just be open to the ground, but it's not. It's completely surrounded, but the bottom will be filled in
Correct.
with natural materials. Okay,
Correct. Yeah.
just trying to understand what I was reading.
Yeah.
Well, that was my second question, as I was reading pipe, and what, I'm gonna go back and check the original plans, but I remember open box culverts. I don't remember pipes.
So it
Sure, I
was.
agree with you. I agree. I remember that also.
Yeah.
that
So it
my-
was a box culvert, and I called multiple precast companies about the box culverts, and because of the huge uptick in development, they're not making them. So I can't find a company in this area that makes a box culvert at the moment. And I've been told that they have no foreseeable future date of making these box culverts. So that is why I switched to a concrete pipe. It's still, same concept. It's just, and it's going to be concrete, just as the box culvert was going to be concrete. It's just round instead of a square.
Yeah, but the bottle's not open.
The bottom's not open.
Well, it's the same concept of the box culvert, because it was going to be natural bottom, and it's going to still be the same natural bottom.
I'm not convinced.
I'm not either.
I'm not convinced.
They don't make them. I could get some letters from I called probably 15 companies, and none of them make them right now at the moment.
Well,
And
when is right now over? What did they give you?
They said
In a few months,
maybe
next year?
but they won't give me a actual date, because right now the construction business, construction is booming, the business. So they're focused on making because this is a custom order for the box culvert. So they're focused on producing and manufacturing their septic tanks, their catch basins, things that they make in-house. And they're not focusing on custom orders. They won't do it. I said, between Brendan, the owner, and I, we called about 15 companies, and we went as far as North Carolina, and we could not find one company that would construct it for us.
Well, I'm sympathetic to that. I still am not convinced that they're the same. Because I said, because these are natural wetlands crossings. I mean, these aren't like drainage ditches. But I am not convinced. I know a lot of people are putting in homes and they can't get the refrigerators that they want, and unfortunately, they can't get the dryers or the washing machines.
I can't get my washing machine. I've been waiting a couple months already.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sympathetic to the situation, but I'm not convinced that the pipes, I mean, we specifically approved open box culverts, and there was a reason for that, so.
Is that something that we can have the other professional engineer take a look at and give their professional opinion of whether it'll act in the same capacity?
I am not sure that it would be a professional engineer. I would think it would be more a wetlands person to talk about. I mean, it would be a wetlands person. So I am not convinced. I'm willing to think about it, but I'm
Okay.
not willing to make I'm not willing at this moment to offer an adjusted plan.
Okay.
I'm willing to think about it.
Okay.
But right now, I will tell you, I'm not convinced.
Okay.
Again, I am sympathetic to the problem, but I said we do things right with the long-term interests of wetlands, not short-term supply issues.
Right, I understand. We also want to, if I can't, the project isn't feasible if I can't get the box culvert. So,
Because, there's the possibility of making one
well, we make it work
on
by
site.
switching to a different alternative structure, and which is what we did, because if they're not making them, like we can't make something, we can't bring something to the site if they don't make it. If you
Well, but I think all we're saying is no one's committing to get you one in the time frame you wish.
right, but again, they won't give me a time frame, because as of calling last week, there is no time frame because we're not making them. So like they said, maybe next year, but it might not be next year. It could be 2 years. We don't know.
Right. Yeah, some friends of mine went through that with a washing machine. They lost their washing machine and now they want a washing machine. They're going, well, guess what? We have no idea when we're going to get you the washing machine. We have absolutely no idea.
That boat.
I just went through that with them. So, all right. Well, I said, all right. Well, I said, I'm willing to think about it, maybe, but right now I can tell you, I am not convinced.
Well, I'd like you to take a look at the cross sections I did, because I think when you look at them, you see there's very minor digging that has to be done to install them. So I'd like to, for you to take a look at it before you make a decision. And then we'll go from there. Because I think looking at the profiles, the cross sections give you a much better understanding of what's going on and what's being taken out, what's being put back in. I mean, I think it helped me, look when I did them, especially, this all 3 crossings, the driveway and the 2 culvert crossings.
All right.
Just one quick question. Is there any possibility they can pour it in place instead of precast concrete?
Sharon?
I don't do contracting, but
Sharon?
Yeah, hang on one second. Dave, Bob, you guys are talking about something?
Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure, Dave, that they were done. So yes, Dave.
Yeah. Is there a way, I'm good with what you're saying, Sharon. Is there a way that we could allow for a temporary fix, and then within a specific period of time, it would be the permanent fix as originally discussed?
Would that
Would that be viable? It's just a question. It's not.
It would be disturbing the wetlands twice in that case. Once, for temporary, then a second time.
that's
That's
my
true.
thought.
All right, well, those were the 2 questions that I had. So we're gonna go try and secure the, a peer review for Dynasys stamped approvals. And we'll take a look at all the information that you have been kind enough to give us, and we will be here August 9th.
Right, so just, so one of the stipulations that you had given was that it was a 35 days to review everything.
Yep.
So I just didn't want to remind you.
No, thank you. No, I'm very aware of that. So,
Okay,
yeah,
not to be a pest.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate that, Michelle. I mean, we're all trying to do the right thing. So, and I definitely appreciate that. I definitely remember because I wrote that in.
I did the letter to try to help you so you could go from, so you can know what sheet and what to look at to satisfy each of the stipulations. So.
All right. I said, we'll definitely take a look at it, but be prepared on the open box culvert.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So how about a motion to continue 45 Obtuse Rocks Road?
Or I'll make a motion that we continue 45 Obtuse Rocks Roads, item number W-21-2 until the next regularly scheduled meeting.
I'll second that.
All right, thanks, Bob. All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? All right, motion carries unanimous, 4-0. Thanks, Michelle.
Thanks. Have a great night, everyone.
Thank you.
You too.
Okey dokey. I don't see anything under new business. We never have any table items because they're either working on them or we're not working on them. Correspondence. What is this about? This correspondence, what is this about? Carriage homes?
Yeah, I have that.
A long
question.
time. Boy, everything is taking so long to download here.
The
This is like, I remember we did this one like 10 years ago,
before
Phragmites.
my time.
Oh, that's right. This was a, there's a pond there, or they created a pond and they were having all kinds of problems with Phragmites.
Hmm.
Visited the HRR Housatonic Railroad track flooding, maybe the railroads, but
Yeah.
what the heck is this all about here? Final review of the Phragmites suppression. Pond is a kill of 95%, left the cattails, no need for phase 3. Water's edge. Water travel with a boat or a canoe. Oh my goodness.
I think the problem they seem to be indicating is the only way they can get to it with their little boat is crossing railroad property, and they did finally get permission to do that.
I truly am, when I looked at this real quick, and I'm truly drawing a blank as to why we have this.
Well, he had come to us previously, come to you,
Okay.
and you decide that, because it's in the waterway, et cetera, it's not really under your jurisdiction.
Yeah, I don't remember at all, because this is,
And it was
gosh, this is long time
For
ago.
Phragmites, it was like 6 months ago.
Is this the group, the neighbors, and there was a resident who said that there was a beaver dam that blocked the,
It's the
or
same.
something happened and the water went up and they wanted to just clean it out or open it up?
Well, it's the same water course, but the Phragmites was taking over.
Okay.
And so Mr. Gambino had come to you guys, just one meeting. And it was determined that because he's doing it through a DEP approval, that it wasn't necessary. Does that ring a bell to anybody?
No,
Yeah, sort of. I think we told him that he was asking us what to do and we said, we can't tell you.
Yeah.
wow.
Well, he
Now
did
I
the
do
spraying
remember
that they had approved. They had approved a particular chemical, and he
Mhm.
did it. And he's basically just showing us that it worked, that the Phragmites has cleared up.
He keeps talking about carriage homes. Is that a housing
Yeah,
development
that's
or?
Carriage Homes on the Pond is over there.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a name of a development, Michael.
okay.
All right, well, we've got it. I am just not, I don't see, number one, I don't see any action that we need to take.
No.
I don't remember anything, any sort of open item that we asked them for. So I just want to thank them for copying us, because it's always nice to hear about Phragmites being removed.
You'll be hearing more about a beaver dam in there soon.
I do remember they do have beavers there. All right, well, that's good. All right, minutes of the review of the previous minutes, July 12th.
I do have a comment on that, and I don't know if anyone else does. Just a typo, I would think, but under old business, 1923 Station Road, first paragraph, second sentence, Chair Fox said among other things, in ensuring that no construction activity would not enter the wetlands. Need to just drop the word no or not, one or the other. Kind of a double
Yeah,
negative.
it's a double, yeah. It is just a correcting a typo, ensuring that no.
Yeah, that's all it
activity
is,
enter the
so.
wetlands, yeah.
I would be willing to make a motion to approve the minutes of the July 12th, 2021 meeting as written, with the exception that the second sentence of the first paragraph of the item about 19 and 23 Station Road be corrected to eliminate the word, the duplication of the negative.
Second that.
All right, was that Bob?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Any discussion? Yeah, I didn't see anything else. All right, all those in favor of approving the motions with the one correction of the correction of the sentence to remove the word not? Aye.
I,
Aye.
All right, any opposed? I didn't hear any, no abstentions, so motion carries unanimous 4-0. Riparian buffers, be prepared. I think I'm gonna have that for you guys in 2 weeks.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it. And then other than that, if any other informal discussion? Oh, yes. Do we need to talk about the meeting for August the 9th in terms of where we're gonna do it?
August 9th is another one without Allison. So,
I'm happy doing it by Zoom.
okay,
I
and it's
am too.
easier for me to do it by Zoom.
yeah, okay,
Yes.
I'll go with Zoom.
Absolutely. I thought we
Alright.
had kind of decided to go through the end of August with the vote last.
Yeah, I think so. I think we just take a look at it every,
Mhm.
every meeting or so. So again, so just to
Yeah,
be,
Every
just to be
meeting,
clear,
we'll just but yep, that's a good idea.
yeah, just to
Yeah.
be clear.
The minutes do say that we decided to stay on Zoom through the end of August.
Oh, okay. All right, well, we're just going to confirm that we're going to be on Zoom for August the 9th then.
I'm confirming.
All right, well, all confirmed. All right, well, if there any other discussion?
Actually, I wrote up something for beaver dams, kind of a removal guideline that I somewhat stole from another town nearby,
That's good.
that I will send to you and you can look over and we can discuss it.
Okay. Put it after riparian buffers and we'll do both of them.
Okay.
And what was that, Alice, that you wrote up? I'm sorry.
It's beaver dam removal guidelines,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
since it is going to come up again very soon. Okay, I'll put that on.
All right, thank you. All right,
Forgive the
anything
pun,
else?
but could we just leave it to the beavers? Sorry.
Michael.
I'm sure there are things like when do you do it and how do you
Mhm.
do it and how do you know that it's really necessary, that sort of stuff.
I didn't mean to make light of it. I know it's important.
Yeah, it's very, terribly important, so. Yeah, no, last time I read it, I mean, they, wetlands creation is, Mother Nature actually does wetlands creation and relies upon the beavers for it, so.
Mhm.
All right, if there isn't anything else, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
I'll second
moved.
that.
All right, I think I heard Bob with a motion to adjourn. Second?
Second,
All right, Dave seconds that. All right, I assume no discussion. All those in favor to adjourn?
Aye.
I.
All right, no dissensions. Okay, motion carries unanimous. We are adjourned. Thanks, everybody.
Have a great evening. Thank
Thank
you
Have a
all.
great
See you in
evening.
2 weeks. Bye.
Yep, see ya.